Hello everyone, and welcome to Ant News Network News. Hello everyone, it's that time you've been waiting for. As you're watching this video, voting is now open for Video of the Year. Nominations are now closed. In total for Video of the Year we have 5 nominations, which are the cream of the crop. They're all really amazing videos and I couldn't pick between them. That's why I need everyone to vote basically. Additionally, there is now a Series of the Year as well, which also has 5 nominations. Series of the Year will feature the stories that unfolded over many videos, and all the unique ongoing series. Like Video of the Year, the series feature only features the best of the best, but with stories that unfolded over many videos, and also unique little ongoing series. Again, there's 5 of these nominations. In return for your vote, you'll be entered into a draw for a £20 gift card for an ant shop of your choice. So, how to enter and the nominees. Vote your 2 choices in the comments below. It's super easy and voting closes Christmas Day. The draw will be the day after, so Boxing Day. There will be a full live watching of all the videos that have been nominated straight after this episode. Okay, Video of the Year nominees are as follows, in no particular order. First, D Colony and My Ants Habitat Upgrade video. In this video, D Colony goes through the process he uses to make a beautiful outworld. The outworld also has a secret little nest inside, because the colony that's going to live in it, his diacama ants, have a little stowaway of a colony. They live inside the nest as well with them, and it's quite amazing. But he manages to put together this awesome little outworld with towers, everything. It's really unique. But being D Colony, he goes through all of the steps you need to take if you want to have your own. I really do appreciate how D Colony shares all his knowledge, and it's a really nice thing to do. Second nomination is Antscapes, and his video, The Fastest Movement in the Animal Kingdom. This masterpiece covers Antscapes trapjaw ants that are a brilliant species. They're capable of some insane feats. Alone, the girls are great, but accompanying them is their palace. The Mountain Paludarium tank is the best natural setup I've ever seen. It includes a water section with fish. 2 islands clad in lava stone erupts out of the water as well. That's where the trapjaws live. And then he's added a sprinkle of his magical plants because he's a green-fingered wizard, and oh my god, the setup is just amazing now. It's an awesome video though, especially when the trapjaws fling the mealworm off the tower onto the floating weed. I love that bit. Next up, we have the Ant Keeper and his video, Breeding Ants. This was a really good video, especially because it was an experiment. The Ant Keeper for a bit had 2 colonies of Polyrhacus, 1 colony with just females and 1 colony with just drones. So what he did was put them together and try to breed the ants. It was a really good idea and I'm awaiting updates, but hopefully it worked. The quality of the footage is also unbelievable. Those are some really pretty queens, and I might need to get my hands on some of those. They've got lovely golden abdomens. Overall though, an excellent and educational video. Our fourth nomination today also features Polyrachus. This time, dives. Over at Campo Nico Ants, his golden weavers are doing a really awesome job at lining all of the walls and all of the test tubes especially in their magical silk nest. I really like how they've got on all of the fibres of wood and have lined it up in layers upon layers upon layers, a little bit like an onion, but without the actual onion in between the layers. Just a thin layer of silk. It's really interesting though. The quality as well of the footage. Campo Nico, I don't think I've ever seen a blurry shot on any of his videos, and it really pays off and it looks beautiful. It was really hard getting a nomination for Campo Nico Ants as well, because nobody could choose the best video. It was obvious that the quality of his videos were video of the year quality, but picking just one, that proved really difficult. So everyone decided the latest video would be the best video because they just get better every video. I really do hope you can keep it up, Campo Nico Ants. No pressure. It really is paying off. On to our fifth nomination. You may have guessed what the final nomination is. A truly epic video and one of a kind. The first time I watched it, it really did blow me away. The quality of the editing is out of this world. It's Ant Hollifer's Mike video. You've probably all seen it because it was quite recent. During his video, he chose a documentary style. I think it worked 10 out of 10, and I really do like the creativity involved. It's always good to have something a little bit different in your videos, and Ant Hollifer has pulled it off exceptionally. Throughout the video though, he follows how the mites that attacked his Kerberos Diversa got along, and how it all ended as well. Did I mention it also has a proper narrator, everything. The editing is just amazing. Personally, I don't know what I'm going to vote yet, but it is going to be really difficult to choose one because they're all really great videos. So the 5 nominations again were D-Colony and his habitat upgrade, Antscapes and the fastest movement in the animal kingdom, the Ant Keeper and breeding Polyrachus, Campo Nico and his golden weaver ants making a nest, and finally Ant Hollifer and his Mike documentary. Time for series of the year. We've got 5 series of the year, and some of them are the long unfolding stories that have happened, and other ones are just long running series. First up though, it's Ant Hollifer again. Ant Hollifer's leafcutter ants have been really busy this year. About 8 months ago, their colony was about the size of a large orange or a passion fruit. However, as the years progressed, the size has just gone up and up and up and up. And the whole time though, Hollifer has been accurately and honestly documenting all of their behaviours. So when they were little and they didn't get out, they were lovely, and now they're big. Oh, there's a lot of escape videos. It's been really nice though, journeying along for the year. Watching the leafcutters grow though over the whole season has been really something, and personally I think it's absolutely great because I got some leafcutters myself, and after watching Hollifer's video I knew that if I didn't keep them on a diet I was going to be in a lot of trouble, so I really did put the effort in to not overfeed them. No offence, Hollifer, but You might have fed your girls a little bit much. I think too much McDonald's. They've gotten really big. But yeah, really great series. Time for the next nomination, which is Hood's Fire Ants. Little over a year ago, Hood managed to get his hands on some Solenopsis geminata, and since then, until the conclusion of his series, I guess, on the Solenopsis, he was documenting them. In the beginning, it seemed really nice, and at the beginning of the year, there were 3,000-ish workers. That, though, quickly grew as the months went by. 3,000 turned into 10,000, then 20,000. At the start of the journey, they seemed quite nice ants, to be honest. They grew fast, they ate their food well, there was lots of action. However, they slowly grew and grew and grew and grew until they turned into a right beast. There must have been hundreds of thousands. Absolutely insane. It was at that point they began to break out and basically make Antscond's life a living hell for a little while. I do think though, long seasons like this, which show what can happen if things go wrong, are really valuable though to all keepers. This can happen with any ant. If you don't keep up with their setup and they keep growing, or you haven't got them in the perfect nest, they might grow out of it, they might escape. And these are things that you don't really see a lot of videos about. It's normally the good times. It really does help people though be ready for this themselves, and also avoid fire ants too. Because watching Hood's videos, I'd never get fire ants. I'd never get them in the first place, but yeah, I'd never get fire ants. It was a really super journey though, just highlighting how if you get a tropical ant species that grows really fast, like Solenopsis geminata, you can lose control even if you're a really experienced keeper like Hood. Like, he knows what he's doing and he could afford to keep up with their growth, but it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. Next nomination, Basic Ants and his Lasius niger colonies.
Hello again everyone. A year ago I started this channel with the intention of following a Lasius niger from the start of capturing a queen to developing into a full colony. I wanted to show step by step the process and thereby create a record which would act as a guide to any new ant keepers who want to get into this great hobby.
You can watch them grow up into a small little founding colony over the year. He also made a care guide this year as well for the Lasius niger, and Basic Ants really knows his Lasius niger. He's a one ant guy and he knows them really well, so if you want basically the best guide, I'm going to say, for Lasius niger, you're going to want to check that one out. But accompanying it is a whole year of just looking after his Lasius niger. I really do like his approach though, and he gets a lot of action out of the natives. I'm a really big fan of Lasius niger as well, and I think they're really underrated because yeah, if you get things right, they can really boom. And with Basic Ants' help, you should be able to do that yourself. The fourth nominee for Series of the Year goes over to Ants on a Rock and his picnic table. It's now on season 6, which is quite an achievement, and it's been going now non-stop pretty much every week for what feels about 2 years, which is quite an achievement. It is nice that every few days there's a place for any ant keepers that want to chat ants to go and hang out basically. All sorts of things are covered. There's just everything ant related, to be honest. Even things that aren't ant related, it's perfectly fine. It's a really great thing to have though as a community, and I really do appreciate it, and I think a lot of other people do appreciate it as well. All of the hard work that goes into it and the time. So thanks for that. If you want to check out the picnic table, it's on every, I believe it's Thursday and Sunday at 9 PM on Antscon channel. The final nomination goes over to the Ant Pod. After a little break, the Ant Pod has come back strong, and as a series, I think it's really coming along nicely. Managed by Ant Oliver, he's done a great job at keeping the topics and the Ant Pods coming out. All sorts of things have been covered so far, and all sorts of things are in the pipes to be covered in the future. The latest video was all about Manic and Rubida Challenge and featured Ants Ramblings. It is nice that the Ant Pod reaches out to the community, like people like me or Ants Ramblings, to be on the show as well. It really does bring everyone together. So those are the 5 nominations for Series of the Year. A nomination has been forgotten. The 6th nomination for Series of the Year is Aesthetic Ants and his 60-second updates. These fast-paced little updates are a really good idea. I do prefer them a lot over shorts. In 60 seconds though, he manages to update you on the colonies and usually teach you a little thing about the ants. Even if it's just something about behaviour or their preferences, you always end up learning something during the 60 seconds. I think they're a great little series though, and definitely valid for Series of the Year. Thanks Aesthetic Ants. A nice varied bunch. I hope you'll be able to actually pick between them. Again, we've got Ant Holifer and his Atomexicana, or leafcutter ants, and their progress throughout the year. Ants Hood and his Solenopsis geminata colony, and their journey and eventual conclusion throughout this year. You can find all of his videos and Holifer's Atomexicana videos in respective playlists on their channel. 3rd nominee was Basic Ants and his Lasius niger. 4th nomination was Ants on a Rock and the Picnic Table. His Aesthetic Ants and his 60-second updates. And the final nomination was the Ant Pod. Again, if you'd like to join me after the show for a live watching of all of the videos in full, not the whole series though, I'm afraid. So, to vote, just whack your vote in the comments below and you'll be entered into the £20 giveaway. Voting will close on Christmas Day. Fire away. I think as well, this is the last show before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone and hope you have a great time. I'll see you all straight after Christmas basically. I'll see you all on Boxing Day next. Until then, stay safe. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, back to the studio. Hello everyone, we do have new videos this week, although I will cover these in next week's episode because the video of the week has taken so long to edit and I've got to get it out before 7 PM. There's not really any new ants that I can find, however it's not really been very good weather for the ants to ship in recently, so no loss there. I think it's time to head over to see the weatherman. He's just about woken up from hibernation just for this special episode. Hello everyone, welcome to the Matrix. I'm your weatherman, Mr. Weatherman. This week, the weather is actually going to be a little bit warmer than last week because it was freezing last week.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Weatherman decided to go to sleep and not get up the whole time. Hopefully, this mildness sticks around for a bit because it makes heating up your ants a little bit easier. Recently, there's also been a lot of rain. Check out this video.
Enjoying.
The little car's coming. Nope.
Man, it smashed it down last night, didn't it?
You did.
Must have had a hell of a lot of rain.
Good weather to be a dark. Oh, car coming.
Lovely weather.
very good weather for ducks. Back to the studio. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a really good Christmas. Until next time, stay safe and may your ants live long and prosper. Thanks for watching and bye! Don't forget to vote as well to enter the giveaway. I almost forgot another thing as well. Music of the Year has one nomination, and that's Ant's Ramblings, and he's won it with his banging tunes. Keep up the banging tunes, mate. I love them.